So, you know that everyone knows about climate change, right? But most people don't care about this problem and will just ignore it and move on. But this will become very serious if we don't act now. Just to get a perspective on what this problem is, we need to know what climate change really is. So, what is climate change? Climate change refers to the long term of changing temperatures on the Earth. These can be natural, like different sun activities or volcanic eruptions, but nowadays it's just humanly caused. All the burning of fossil fuels, the sheer amount of cars on the road, and the crazy amounts of manufacturing. All these things add up to where we are today. If only the industrial boom didn't happen, maybe we could be saved. Oh yeah, one more thing. Global warming? Climate change is the one that started it. So some of you guys might be complaining like, oh, he's another one of those people talking about climate change. That is true, but in a different way. Most of you guys wouldn't know how bad this problem would affect the people in our world. Like, imagine this. You live in a poor country, maybe Haiti, Nigeria, and you don't have many things versus someone in the developed world. The wooden house that barely fits like all your family, and the times where you don't have food to eat, nevertheless the water. But all this is already happening. Then the last thing you want to happen is the situation to get worse. Then the amazing climate change comes in as a huge cyclone or earthquake and completely destroys your house and your farm, which you get most of your food from. Then the days where you're outside, it gets way hotter. Then this gets more droughts and less water to work with. Plus, your house is gone. And now you have no more food and water. Basically, your life is ruined. You still possibly have a disease or have health issues. The worst part? You have no money to start up again. This leads to your death. You die even if you had nothing to do with climate change. It's crazy and sad to see that just because of the place you are currently living in and what your social class is looking like, your life gets totally obliterated. If you thought this problem is only happening in poor countries, then think again. Many Canadians that are living very north won't have the proper resources to fight against climate change. These people could be indigenous groups that don't really have the same lifestyle as we do, or someone who chooses to live off-grid will be far away from the sea. Now here's the big question, so bear with me. You might be asking the same question. Why is this important to us? Why do we need to care? This is probably the most asked question I have heard, other than what is climate change? And it's crazy to think this answer is common sense. Hopefully but what is really the answer? Well, we need to know about climate change because that is how we can fix it. If we know what it is, we can fix the problem it causes. We know that the burning of fossil fuels is causing global warming, but making this video didn't. That is because we knew about climate change. If we were clueless about this problem, then we wouldn't know that it damages natural ecosystems, increases pollution, and gives people around the world less access to basic needs. By just limiting the amount of greenhouse gases we produce, capturing the gases before they're released, and creating projects that can save a planet, like reforestation, finally, this can be a safe, stress-free, and amazing planet. I'm Lucas, and thanks for listening.